All right, so Mark, another question that we've been asked recently is, what is the conceptual age and why is it so important to the development of leadership?
Great. So when we started thinking about holding the retreat, I think one of the things we did was, what do we call this retreat? What name
Right.
means something for the retreat? So the conceptual age was coined by Daniel Pink. And for us, it really started to resonate. The conceptual age is the age following the information age, the age we're living in currently. So if you look historically at agricultural, the industrial, the information age, and then we kind of had this attitude in the past that we progressed into each of these ages over time, which makes us kind of think about ignoring some of the lessons we've learned from the past ages. But what I think we both really liked about the conceptual age is this idea that we're not really forgetting the past ages. The conceptual age is an age of creativity, which really kind of demands that we look at the past ages and learn from them, take the best things from those ages, and really wrap them into our current work that we do to make humans' lives better. So empathy is part of the conceptual age. Thinking is a part of the conceptual age, which I think, again, requires us to really be able to take different perspectives of each of the ages over time and incorporate them into our organizations and the way we lead. And then lastly, this idea of symphony is a part of, an aspect of the conceptual age. And really to think about symphony, a symphony is a bunch of individual players really being led by not really one person, but being led by a cause and grouping themselves together for something that's much, much, much more grand than what they could do individually. So why is it important for leadership? Really, we just live this an incredibly complex world right now where solutions are not single point solutions. We can't solve the problems we have today by saying, let's do X. The conceptual age really requires us to be looking at complex solutions and using our thinking to build solutions that really meet the needs of our complex world.
That's great. Mark, something that you mentioned that I want to explore a little bit more is you talked about we're not just solely forgetting about the agricultural age or the industrial age. Sometimes we bring in those lessons learned.
Yeah.
Do you have an example of maybe a lesson learned that we still bring with us into the conceptual age from maybe the industrial or agricultural age?
Yeah, so I have a relative, as you know, who has a tea shop, and I think it's a great example of a business in the conceptual age. If you think about everything that tea shop, what she has to do to meet the demands of her customers, to create a product that's unique and stands out, and to really think about also the environmental impact of a tea shop that counseling growing herbs and counseling natural products. So what she has had to do is look at the best practices from the agriculture. How do you grow responsibly? How do you harvest responsibly? The industrial age, she's had to think about how does she actually get enough product to meet the demands of her customers. She would originally, maybe she thought, I'm going to grow these on my windowsill. But she can't possibly meet the capacity needs of her organization. So she has to look at those manufacturers, the producers of her herbs, to make sure are they being done responsibly, but also in a way that meets her capacity. And certainly the information age, today a tea shop seems very traditional, but social media, the ability to reach her customers, the ability to tell a story in a digital way, much like we're doing today, having that skill set that really we learned in the information age and the social media age, she has to wrap all of those aspects of those past ages into leading her organization.
Great. And I just want to recap. So the conceptual age is where we're doing a lot of thinking, we're leading with empathy, we incorporate play, and we have a sense of that symphony in there as well. Is that what I'm hearing from you?
Absolutely.
Awesome.